Hey Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your May 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Leo, I do feel that a lot of you are manifesting some sort of recognition, some sort of acknowledgement. It's what you've been wanting for quite some time. For others of you, this could be a new position where you are being put in the spotlight, your resume is highlighted, your skills, your gifts, your talents. Someone may be approaching you in the month of May, asking you to work for them, work with them. I'm just getting this recognition type of energy and exposure, which you actually have the face card showing up in the near future. Now, in the past here, you have the rose, which talks about the need for financial relief, being content, loving what it is that you do. Some of you are caretakers, or you take care of others in your professional life or even your personal life that may have affected your finances. For others of you, this is about you being in a supportive role, having that job security and finding ways to grow and to bring in income that can help bring more stability to your physical world. I'm getting that a lot of you have been doing the inner work as well. You've been wanting to align your inner world with what's going on in your outer world. So I sense here that you've been opening up to new ideas, new changes. You've been even doing some of the shadow work or the deeper work when it comes to subconscious limiting beliefs and things of that nature as well. Or that could be something that you're diving into further. Now, in the present moment, the present month of May, you have the coin showing up here, which is about money coming in. It's about wealth, investing your time wisely, investing your finances into things that are going to bring in a more abundance for you. So I feel for a lot of you, you certainly could be in sales and finance. You may be getting a raise or catching a lucky break, but I feel that you're going to be offered a new opportunity here, or it's an opportunity you are already in that has the potential to grow and advance. And if it doesn't, I feel like you are making choices this month, or you may recently have made choices to flow that energy to doing something that you love, even if it doesn't pay as much. Although this is about you getting a raise, so there's an increase, but there could have been a situation that you left in the past and it may have felt unstable. You weren't quite sure maybe when you'd get paid next, or when you would be able to grow a business or become successful being an entrepreneur, maybe leaving the corporate world. I feel like it was about you chasing your dreams, chasing your heart's desire, because in the future here, the near future, you have the face card. This is about putting those skills to action. This is about investing what you have. And I feel like someone is investing in you, Leo. Someone is investing in your skills, your talents. They want what it is that you have to offer. It could be a client of yours. It could be a partnership, a business contract. It could be, influence, people that are watching you because you may be an influencer as well. This is about you taking risks and being vulnerable, putting yourself out there. You're self-made here, and I feel like your reputation is in the hot seat, and I feel like it may have been Taurus. If you have any Taurus in your chart, I feel like that energy came up as well, where their reputation was in the hot seat. You may want to check that out if that is maybe your rising or your moon, or if you're dealing with a Taurus. But this is about exposure, fame, and reputation. So Leo, this is the month for you to really rise up into your power, discover some hidden talents within, and get noticed, recognized here. There's going to be more money coming in. I do see here an increase, actually quite a large increase for some of you as well. So let's take a look and dive into your reading and see what the heart of the matter is for career, finances, wealth, abundance, and income. What is the main energy here for Leo, please? Page of Air, Page of Air. Oh, okay, you have a lot of cards coming out. We will use them. How would you like, Spirit? Thank you. All right. So we're going to use the cards that came out, but right away you have this Page of Swords. This is a brand new opportunity to say yes to a new challenge. As I like to say when the Page of Air shows up, give a good challenge a wink, right? It's like the private investigator of tarot, going in search of discovery, going in search of the truth. What makes me happy? What will fulfill me on all levels? This is about staying curious, staying inquisitive. There is another deck that uses the energy of a ferret for the Page of Swords, Page of Air here. So just like ferrets, always discovering new things, going off and getting maybe even into a little bit of trouble, being rebellious, but it's not in a negative way. It's about you recognizing that you have free will and that you have this beautiful mind of yours that doesn't have to go with the crowd, that you have a choice, excuse me, an option to maybe take the path less traveled and to have more fun doing it as well. So the main energy with this Page of Swords is curiosity, searching for truth, new ideas, solving any situations, problems about maybe a belief that you've had, something that was conflicting within your mind. I feel like, and we talked about that here, so there could be something you are opening up to. And now because you've opened up to this new belief system of growth, of abundance, you're going to see that things change quite quickly here in your world, Leo. So let's clarify the Page of Swords showing up for you. There certainly could be incoming news. There could be a new message regarding a situation that's going to allow for a resolution to come in. For others of you, I feel like there's an aha moment. It wouldn't surprise me to see that Ace of Swords showing up in your reading. Now you have the Nine of Wands. A lot of cards have been getting the Nine of Wands. This is the wounded, or excuse me, a lot of signs have been getting this Nine of Wands because this is that wounded warrior. And it feels like, yes, you've gone through a lot, but take a look at what's on that barren branch there. It's a rose, and you have this showing up in your past as well. Some sort of financial relief or being content, being in a supportive role, job security, and growing your business, growing your reputation, growing into something that really aligns with your soul purpose right now, right in this moment. You're experiencing everything that your soul wanted to experience right now. And I feel like you're opening up here despite the challenges that you have faced. She's been cut by the thorns. But if she never dealt with the thorns, she would never get to that rose piece, right? So this is about you being supportive and trusting that you are on the right path. There's an energy here of trust, and trusting that even if you go in search of something new here, that you will be supported in your search as well, within your efforts. And I see that coming in here, where there could be someone investing in you or in your time. It could be through an interview, or it could be them saying, we'd love to see your work, or we'd love to buy a piece of your work, or it could be a service that you have. So let's take a look and see what's below you. Actually, excuse me, the challenge. Let's dive into the challenge. Page of Cups. So you're wanting to go in search of your heart's desire, your wish fulfillment. You want to move off in this direction, but there's this inquisitive curiosity of, how do I make this happen? Right, Leo? This is about you going possibly even in two different directions. There could be an offer that's maybe paying you a little bit more, but then there could be something that is holding you because you love it, or vice versa. So it's like, what do I take? Do I take this better offer, which could be a little more taxing to my health, or this offer over here, which may pay a little bit less, but my heart really loves this and my heart is in it to win it here. So there's a little bit of a conundrum between the head and the heart. But I feel like you're staying open and you're staying curious, and that is the key, and that is the secret. And the challenge for you with this Page of Cups energy is to pay attention to the signs that are presenting to you, but also stay in that playfulness, stay in that childlike enthusiasm, because sometimes we get so serious when these things show up in our world, these challenges and struggles, and we tend to take life and everything in it very, very seriously, and then we start to control. And when we're able to just go with it, go with the flow, being that curious child, right? That inner child that we all have within us, and listen and focus on what brings our hearts happiness and joy instead of at times, you know, throwing those tantrums that we certainly can do here. So I do feel with this page of water showing up as the challenge, open your heart even more so, excuse me, than you have in the past. Because the more you open up to that change here, the more you're going to accomplish what it is that you want on your soul's journey, and the more that you'll be able to have that sweet success that you want. There's that rose at the end. You have that determination. You have the spiritual strength. You have the persistence to not give up on whatever those dreams are. Now, some of you, you may actually be taking a job in the corporate world. Maybe you are going from, you know, entrepreneurship or something of that nature, and you are getting a part-time job. For others of you, I feel like there could be some money coming in, whether it's back pay, it could be medical reimbursement or unemployment, something of that nature. And I feel like you are opening yourself up at this time and saying, what does my heart desire? How can I use this as an opportunity for growth? Now, what's below you? You have the Messenger of Earth, Knight of Pentacles, slow but yet steady moving energy. So you've wanted to move in this direction, and there is movement here for you, Leo, but sometimes it feels like you lose all motivation to go towards your heart, right? Because you're just trying to survive. You're just trying to get by. Now, the Knight of Pentacles shows up here because you're dependable, you're trustworthy, and sometimes you wait for the best time to take action, but sometimes we let that mental mind come in and distract us from our goals, and then it puts us on halt. It puts us on pause because we have to pay the bills, or we have these responsibilities, or because this person can trust us to do the job, and then we forget to fulfill our heart's desire. So when this Knight of Pentacles shows up, if you put the consistency and the effort and the dedication and the heart into something that you love, whatever this new beginning is, I feel it can be quite successful. Now, some of you, you may be coming back from maternity leave, or maybe you're getting ready to go on maternity leave. There also could be someone around you that you are covering for them because they may be out as well. Or you may have to cover someone at the office because maybe they have children or they're not able to do the job. Something of that nature I'm feeling. Now, to clarify the Knight of Earth, we have the King of Wands. Yes, some of you deep in your foundation, you are wanting to manifest your dreams and take your hustle, your side hobby, your passion, desires, maybe it is your business at this time, into a full-time success, right? King of Wands, this is the feminine version in this deck. The creator created two different cards, the female and the male aspect of all of the kings, including the Emperor. And you have the King of Wands. Leo, this is your energy here, and it is about taking charge of your own destiny, being active, being passionate, goal-oriented, driven. Whether you are an entrepreneur or you are a business owner, you are a leader, and this is time for you to be successful and be that influencer that you are in your personal life, your professional life, and to focus on this positive change that is showing up here for you, because I certainly see that there is a good investment that you are tuning into, but there may be a little bit of fear holding you back. What if it doesn't work? What if it flops? It's like that saying, oh, but darling, what if you fly, right? What if you go beyond that glass ceiling and you bust through it and it's bigger and better than you could have ever imagined? That's what I see showing up here with the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, it's taken some time because you've had responsibilities, but it certainly could take you into something beautiful and well into retirement. Now, in the position of the recent past, you have the Empress energy. So we talked a little bit about that as well with the maternity leave, but I feel like it's about you nurturing and growing a situation, taking care of yourself, your own mental health, physical health, spiritual health, and emotional health as well on all levels. The Empress is someone who she's abundant. She's a goddess. She's creative. She is maternal. Whatever it is that she focuses on nurturing grows into something miraculous, something wonderful. But she needs to make sure that her cup is filled so that when her cup is overflowing, it touches the lives and the creatures and the beauty of everything around her. So I do feel that you have planted some seeds here in the past, and now it's time for you to water that garden, even if it's dried up and you haven't put the energy towards that garden for quite some time. It's time for you to maybe revisit, replant, and sometimes you need to rototill the whole garden and start fresh, and that's okay to do, but plant something here. And I feel like whatever it is that you want to plant at this time has the potential to growing into something beautiful that will bring in a beautiful reputation for yourself, something self-made. All right, let's take a look at what it is you are manifesting, Leo. What are you manifesting? What's going on in your headspace? What's the potential here? Nine of Wands again. So we're getting that same energy here with that rose that we just seen. So Nine of Wands is about you having that discipline, that courage to not give up. You have the persistence, even though you may feel like the wounded warrior and that things have taken a long time and maybe things have been even extra challenging for you. That was part of the experience, but you also chose to experience abundance and prosperity and wealth in all of its glory here. All of its different resources, whatever wealth looks like to you, financial wealth, emotional wealth, spiritual wealth, all of that. And you're hitting the mark here, and you've been through a lot, but you've been healing as well, I sense, and the stars are aligning for things to really take place for you. Nines are about completions, but they're also about accomplishments and service. So you being of service to others is getting you noticed or recognized at this time. And I feel like a lot of you beautiful Leos have this gift. Stay determined to tune into that energy as often as you can to stay connected, because sometimes we disconnect because of, different things that happen in this physical realm for whatever reason, pain, traumas, disappointments, setbacks, responsibilities, all of those things. It's part of the experience here, but try to stay in alignment with that soul's journey, which I feel like you are here. And you're manifesting some sort of celebration as well. A celebration. Oh, okay. So what do we have here for the, excuse me, the near future? Now, it's interesting because you actually have the Emperor and the Empress, but there's a little bit of that mental conflict going on here. So I'm going to share both cards, but one is for what you're feeling and another is the near future. And because they came out together, I feel like you're going back and forth. You're saying, can I take this receptive energy? Can I take this Empress energy of receptivity, abundance, planting the seeds? Can I take it down to form and actually manifest it into this 3D reality, right? Can I shift this and bring it into my physical realm? So I do feel with this Emperor showing up here, there's a little bit of fear of bringing this to light, whether it's rejection, abandonment, it's maybe not feeling like your gifts are good enough, or it could be comparison, judging, comparing, judging, things of that nature. Don't let that mental conflict come in and stir up drama, right? If there's an old story that is telling you that something cannot be done, give it a wink in the eye and challenge and say, I accept this challenge, right? I am ready to play this game and to bring this down to reality because I deserve this. I'm ready for this, and I'm coexisting with spirit, and which is your manifesting partner here. Now, for others of you, I feel like you could be again leaving or entering either into the corporate world or leaving the corporate world here, because the Emperor and the Empress are divine connections. This is true alignment here. So something of the past is showing up for something in the present, and it's going to bring in a great investment, right? This is about you getting that either raise or coming together with a divine counterpart, a divine business operation, connection, something of that nature that's going to help you succeed. But sometimes you let that mental conflict come in and take the reins, control, when really let that heart open up here and let these new beginnings come in and replace the old story. Replace the old story by telling yourself a new one here. And that's what the Five of Swords represents. Now let's take a look and clarify this Emperor showing up for you. Now I put that Emperor in that future position because it's blended beautifully. And when we sometimes get out of our own way, or we can really dig into subconscious beliefs of, you know, a situation that we've been conditioned to believe, when we figure out what the root of that is, then we're able to shift that frequency, shift that energy. And it gives us a brand new perspective. Then we're able to plan in a new way, and we're able to choose free will, right? Choose to stay in a situation or choose a new path. And that's why you have the Two of Wands showing up here, because the choice is yours, right? But if it doesn't feel like it's in alignment with your soul's journey, there's going to be resistance. There's going to be, you know, challenges and difficulties here. Now, of course, we do have these things for the evolution of our soul. So these things are inevitable, right? We have to endure these here on the human plane. However, that suffering piece is a choice. We don't have to suffer. We can go through those challenges, but we don't have to let that be the be all end all type of energy here. And that's been showing up for a lot of readings. Now let's clarify how to get you out of this Five of Swords. How do we get you out of the Five of Swords, which can be a little bit of that mental conflict. It can be a win at all costs mentality. It can be about choosing your battles, when to stay, when to walk away. When is something too much? When is it not enough, right? There's that back and forth, that pendulum. And you have here the Devil. So cut the ties. That is the message for you. And it's interesting because the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords work with the Devil energy here. And a lot of times you see them together, coercing, partnering up. So there could be, you know, new level, new devil. So that could be a fear of breaking through the glass ceiling. And then sometimes it's success that we really are fearful of. Once we get to this level, what if we don't know enough? Or how can we really create this business when we don't even know how to, you know, do these certain things? Knowledge is power, but you have the resources to cut the cords and to break free from the fears, right? And being fearless. And I've actually just come across this as well. And I think it was an Aries energy. If you have Aries in your chart, or if you're dealing with an Aries, you may want to check that reading out. But it is about stepping into your role as a fearless, generous leader. And fearless isn't about the absence of fear. It is about fearing less. Succumbing to the heart center and love instead of fear, which false evidence appearing real, right? It's not the absence, as we are having a human experience, and fear is always going to be somewhere in the midst, but we don't have to let that fear or this devil energy pull the strings and dictate our lives. And that's the message for you here. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on in your environment. What is going on around you? All right. We have here Nine of Cups, beautiful, wish fulfillment. And once you release this mental conflict or whatever you've been going back and forth with, you're going to head towards that wish fulfillment. There's something devil energy that it's time for you to release, walk away from, cut the cord, let go. And that's leaving you, literally leading you and leaving. You're leaving a situation to bring in new. So whether it's an old story and you're telling yourself a new one, is leading you straight towards your wish fulfillment. And this has also been showing up for a lot of signs. And it's interesting as well to note that diamond is the main treasure that is popping up from that treasure chest. And if you know how diamonds are formed, they're formed under a heck of a lot of pressure and through trials and tribulations and challenges. So yes, you've been through a lot here, but I feel like it's your time to shine, Leo. It really is your time to shine. That's what I'm getting here for you. So let's take a look and clarify the Nine of Cups. What is this wish for you? What's being granted, or what is it that you are wanting to manifest? Eight of Wands could be travel. It could be a move, relocating. It could be communication. You're wanting to hear positive news from someone. But this is some quick energy here. It's about speed, velocity, and movement instead of feeling stuck, delayed, or that you were in this never-ending cycle where you weren't able to jump off that hamster wheel, right? This is finally not just being able to jump off the hamster wheel, but the whole cage is open up to a brand new world. It's time for you to go discover, or in this case, maybe the ferret cage, right? The ferret cage door has been left open, and now it's time for you to explore because there's a lot of blessings coming in here for you. All right, what are your hopes and fears? What are Leo's hopes and fears? Okay, I'm getting as well, someone may have just cleaned out a refrigerator drawer, or there may have been something that spilt in a refrigerator, and I'm seeing it being cleaned out. So that's either a message that someone needs to clean out a refrigerator, or something could have been spilt, or it's something that you've recently done. Please take that as it resonates. All right, what do we have here as a final outcome? You have two cards that came out. We have the Messenger of Air. So here's the Knight of Swords. So you're literally going from the Knight of Swords as the main energy to taking action on what it is that you've wanted. And I feel like the action has to do with this Page of Cups as well as this Page of Swords. Taking action because you believe in it, but then making that second piece happen because you believe in it. So there's the belief and then there's the action. And when you blend the both of them together, that's when this wish and this miracle takes place for you. And that's why you have the Empress and Emperor. So it's all blending beautifully together. You go from that Two of Wands as well, which we've seen earlier, Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, Three of Fire. And you go from making this choice or this decision to staying optimistic that your decision was in your highest good. You've stayed patient, and now you're not taking your eye off that prize, and it's going to bring a lot of fulfillment. And now you're taking action towards that prize. It's here. It's showing up in your environment, a wish, fulfillment, a dream, something that you've been wanting to manifest, maybe a new job opportunity or a raise, or for you to hit a milestone within a business, or for your creativity to open up here and for you to blossom and grow. For others of you, it's definitely a move or relocating to a new energy or a new physical space as well. So I'm really loving this for you. All right, Leo, let's take a look at the wisdom of the Oracle. And for those of you that are interested in any of the decks used during your reading, you can find all of that information in the description box below. All right, so we're going to read the message, that the card that fell here, but you also have Round and Round, but I feel like it didn't come out for you because it's clarifying what we just talked about, that ferret wheel or the hamster wheel. I feel like you're jumping off of it, and that's why it's not showing up, because it's saying that some repetitive cycle, it's actually higher power showing up. I don't know why they're giving me the Round and Round. I wonder if that's what this is here. Nope. Okay. They were giving me the Round and Round card, but it's actually higher power. So your higher power may be actually intervening, our higher power, you know, it's oneness, maybe intervening to help you get off that repetitive cycle. So very interesting showing up here, because I swear my mind's eye literally was showing me that Round and Round card. Now, the card that did show up for you is 19, which is the Sun, and it's all about flexibility. It is about divine detours as well. And the message for you, Leo, is all about teachability. You have double teachability showing up with the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords here. And we talked about that a little bit in the beginning as well. Open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. That is literally the message here. You want to be open. That's that Page of Swords. But not compromise what your heart is telling you here. And that may feel like a struggle at times. So I'm loving that this is showing up for you. Being adaptable without compromising what's most important, even when you have a clear vision, Leo, of how you're going to manifest something or what it will look like or who you'll share it with and what and what will then be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible and remind yourself, this or something better manifests for me now. Then be willing to bend a little bit. Enjoy the miraculous results. I say that often, this or something better. And it's important to yes, have that clear vision, but sometimes we feel like we have, everything figured out on that individual energy, but we forget that we're connected to divine source, that we are divine source, that we just have branched off to have this individual human experience. But when it comes down to it, that divine source energy, right? When we have abilities to tap into that at any given moment, may have a different plan, something that is more bountiful, more abundant to you here, Leo. So don't limit yourself. And I feel like that came in the very beginning of your reading is, that limitless potential. So don't limit yourself. All right, let's take a look and see what your spirit animals have for you today, what messages are coming through. Now, at this time, if you can, Leo, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, excuse me, a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And tune into that third eye center, the area between your eyebrows, middle of your forehead there. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or one right beside you. There is no right or wrong answer. And if you need a moment, Leo, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you have to do is drop your animals in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, so Leo, we have Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. And literally that word fearless, remember what I said, it's not about the absence of fear. It's about fearing less and stepping into that energy of courage and bravery and boldness through being vulnerable. So I'm loving Badger showing up here for you. It's also card 4. That's what's coming into your energy here in the near future. Being fearless and bold. I love it. Next, you have Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. I feel like we said that as well with the rose energy here. Yes, you've been cut. You've been through the thorn bushes, right? But the sweet results await, and it will be worth the challenges and the struggles. Eagle Spirit. Eagle has your back. Yes, the universe has your back. You are supported. You have that here with the rose, supportive energy. So whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you are creating, especially if you are in service to really living out your soul's journey and honing in on those gifts that you have, Spirit has your back in all ways. We have clear out the clutter. Can we say 5 of Swords energy? Mental clutter. For some of you, it can be physical clutter, doing a little bit of spring cleaning, detoxing, or just moving and shifting through things that are toxic or no longer aligned to what it is that you want to manifest in your world. And last but not least, we have Mouse. Tend to the small things, whether it's cleaning out that refrigerator door, whether it's double checking some documents, as you know, Mercury sometimes can wreak havoc when it's in retrograde. Now, some of you may be 40 years old. You may be born on the 4th, 7th, 23rd, or 28th, or those may be significant numbers for you. A lot of really beautiful messages coming in here. Again, please feel free to post them in the comment box below. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can utilize in the month of May, Leo, to help you towards your path of abundance. What crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil? Right away, I was seeing amethyst. So even if this is not amethyst, some of you may be using the energy of amethyst to connect to your higher self, to meditate, to help with better sleep. Oh, wow. We have beautiful celestite. And actually, I have the exact same one. So this can also connect you to the divine, to the angelic frequencies as well. So celestite is your crystal. It's also card 15. So for those of you that struggle with that devil energy, this can be a really good card for breaking free from that as well. And remembering your truth, remembering your purpose. It's about connecting to the angelic realm and divine energy. Clear channel for communication with your guides and universal consciousness. Now, when this stone shows up for you, this is the message. Angel, phone ringing, pick up please. Celestite spirit has a way of amplifying that ring so that the guides and angels who are eager to help you achieve the prosperity you seek come rushing to answer. Now is the perfect time to ask so that you might receive. Do you doubt that angels and guides are eager to help you experience the abundance that is your birthright? Send that doubt packing and open your heart today, asking the angels and guides to assist you in aligning with a state of wealth that you desire and deserve. They are but a prayer away. Now, some of you may be saying, Melissa, I've been praying, right? I've been down on my knees. I've been praying every single day, but yet nothing has transpired. Things are shifting here on a very powerful level, and trust in divine detours. Be flexible, beautiful Leos. Be flexible that the divine is working behind the scenes to bring in a miracle for you here. Even if it hasn't happened yet, trust that it's showing up here for you. Now, celestite is actually one of the highest vibration stones. It helps us effectively open and clears up the upper chakras. If you've been feeling a disconnect, which we talked about in your reading, if you felt disconnect from spirit, or if there was a lack of trust that you were indeed supported, this can help you reconnect those upper chakras. You can meditate with this stone and connect with your angels and guides. Due to the sulfur content, it's also an excellent stone to use to clear energetic attachments. So for those of you Leos who felt energetically attached to an outcome, a situation, a belief, a person, an environment, celestite can disconnect you from that and help remind you of, detachment, that everything is ebb and flow. Everything is energy, that we don't have to attach ourselves to anything here on earth. So very powerful messages coming in for you. I hope this resonates, Leo. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to drop your power animals in the comment box below. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do. I'll also link the collective readings in the description box for those of you who would like to discover more of your spiritual gifts, for those of you that struggle with fear, control, limiting beliefs, things of that nature. These are collective readings that I put out every Saturday that are not geared towards any astrological sign in particular, but for the collective. So if you feel compelled to tune in to the energies of one of those readings, then I'll link them in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here, Leo. Lots of love.